It seemed easier 2 years ago
Yeah.
to have these conversations than it does now.
Well, I think it's the uncertainty. Before we were making decisions and basing our sense of confidence and stability on things that no longer seem as structurally sound or trustworthy. It's just not the same anymore. It's just
Yeah.
rough. And what we
Yep.
were doing before doesn't necessarily work now. I already knew that I was disappointed with the leaders out there, just in the government and everywhere else. I've just been deeply disappointed in that. And I never really thought about the spiritual leaders, our consciousness coaches, and the people that have, led us from this spiritual conscious perspective. I never thought about them in mass, like all of them. I started thinking about all the connections they have and the money and everything else. And all of a sudden I was just shocked that at a global time, humanity, this is humanity. This isn't a country. It's not a religion. It's not any of that. This is humanity that's experiencing this thing all at the same time. And I thought, why have we not had a round table of our spiritual leaders, of our conscious leaders, sitting and listening to the wisdom go around the table as they built on their conversation about what these times mean? And when I made that realization, I felt so let down and betrayed. That was the victim in me, right? I felt betrayed. It just lodged in me like a ton of bricks. And I thought, holy shit, where are they? And because I realized that's what my soul was crying for, because there's not been enough dialogue and discussion, meaningful conversation about what we've been collectively going through. So all of a sudden I realized that my soul had been craving that because I was looking for guidance and perspective.
You really have to go out and seek it right
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
You have to dig for it right now, like what
Yeah.
we've been doing. This woman was known as a futurist back in the 80s, talking about what we are experiencing today, the Great Awakening, the transformation, the late Barbara Marx Hubbard. Here's a quote from Barbara that if she was sitting on this podcast with us, oh my God, could you imagine?
Oh, that would be awesome.
This is good, I know, right?
Go, Barbara. Go, Barbara.
Go, Barbara. We love you. All right. Anyway.
But we digress.
Here's what she would say to us and to all of you. It is the planetary crisis into which we were born that is awakening our sleeping potential for transformation. Don't you feel like this is what's happening right now?
Absolutely.
Whew.
Yeah.
Planet Earth has given birth to a species capable of choosing whether to consciously evolve ourselves and our social forms or to continue the course we have set toward our own extinction. We now know that evolution happens by choice, not chance. Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's almost like she said that yesterday. If she was in that round table that you're talking about, Oprah moderating, Barbara, that's exactly what she would share with us, right?
Yeah. What I like about that is she starts from that kind of big universal umbrella, right, of transformation and that thing. But then she brings it right back down to the individual. And it's the choices that each of us make that's going to determine how this ship is steered that we're on. And I know that oftentimes it feels like they, whoever the ones in power and all that are, and the ones that have money, it feels like they're the ones that doing it. But we've got more power than we realize. Mm-hmm. And it starts with us. It starts managing our inner worlds first, so we're not triggered easily, and we're treating and responding with compassion and with empathy, and we're seeking to create unity and that higher path, that higher road as often as possible. But choice by choice, we end up basically voting for what we're in alignment with. It's about inspiring others with just your way of being.